Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Teambuilding with Zooch, where I take a live guest and T-build with them for a matchup, and then we go over the replay and see how the game went, how the build did, and all that. So, without further ado, we have our guest Hycrox here with us today. What's going on, brother?
Up, man. Glad
What-
to be here.
Glad to have you on here, even though you are my DCL Week 1 opponent. I will help you out here. So,
Thanks.
so this is just standard Paldea, right? Terra preview, nothing crazy for rules.
Yeah.
Okay. This is for Trick House.
Yeah, it's for Drake House.
Okay. Who is this against?
It's VM Nunes.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
don't know much about.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever even like played him, but I know he's played for. Or I might be. They played for a while. I'm not sure, but we'll see how it goes. So yeah, their team is they got a fun guy on their team. So have you looked at this matchup at all, or not yet?
I looked into it a good bit, but it's always just looking at Zamazent and getting annoyed.
Yeah, dude, I remember. I think this was like in the start when there was no Terra preview. I think Trick House allowed Terra Zama, like the first season or something. It's crazy. So at least it's not Terra,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's still very good. It's a pretty good Pokemon. So yeah, it's definitely going to be that. And then I think Terra Chiyu is very strong. I think it's underrated. Terra Suicune is crazy. Suicune is my favorite Pokemon, but I think that mon is terrible, unfortunately, this generation. So I don't even know if that's even like what their idea was, but probably gonna focus on Terra Chiyu here if I had to guess.
Yeah, I think Terra Suicune could be a little bit likely for cheese, but I guess I can just run Encore on one mon and kind of soft check it.
Yeah, and it doesn't get like toxic or anything. It's really just Calm Mind and then Rest is really like the only sets. So
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I know. We'll see. I think it'd be better for us if they bring Terra Suicune, but like I said, it's probably gonna be Terra Chiyu. So but looking at your guy, man, like I don't know what it is these teams, but I feel like these teams just that I prep for in this series, like they just don't have great fairy checks, man. They only have one fairy resist on the entire team, so it's Pheasantipity. So that's pretty good for your Enamorous right off the bat. Um, and I know like you could think, oh, like maybe like Scarf, Terra Fairy Moonblast, or Specs, Terra Fairy Moonblast. That's obviously like pretty like good sets here. But I think because all Enamorous really needs is Terra, is Moonblast plus Earth Power. Um, you might be able to like kind of bring your Terra Como and still like put in work with Enamorous, or like maybe you bring the Terra Enam, but you probably Terra not into Fairy, maybe into something like Ground or something if you want. Just a one shot the Pheasantipity because then they really just have no switch ins. So I don't know. I think Enam looks really strong here. I think Darkrai is just. I think Darkrai. I know like a couple people aren't really too high on Darkrai, but I think it's too good of a Pokemon really to like bench ever. So, um,
I honestly really like Darkrai.
yeah, like Hypnosis can literally just shut down a single Pokemon if you land it. If you really want to go with Hypnosis, and looking at their team, right, you only need Dark Pulse, Focus Blast, and then probably Psychic, right, for this guy. You could run 4 attacks if you want, like maybe Ice Beam to like one-shot these guys, and maybe you don't have to risk Focus Blast versus Moon or something if it's chipped. Or you can just run like a 4th move Hypnosis. Like it's not that move is just broken. Or you can be like Endure Salic Berry, Endure Custap, because I do think maybe having something faster or like a one-time thing faster than like a boosting Moon could be pretty crucial here. So because Moon looks pretty devastating into your team, like Acrobatics, Earthquake, and then just Dark Move looks like really strong. So
Yeah, I thought about something like that. I also thought about Will-O-Wisp maybe. Feel against the Zam and the Roaring Moon, it could be a bit clutch.
yeah, it definitely could. The versus Zama though, you probably just die first, right? Unless you catch it on the switch, I would assume.
Yeah, my plan will be to just catch it on the Switch, but I
Yeah,
mean, even then it's just 5% more accurate than Focus Blast, so
that's true. Yeah. Uh, yeah, 5%. Wait, is it 5%? No, it's 15% more accurate, right? Will-O-Wisp? It's 90%, no?
No, no, Will-O-Wisp has the. I think it's still 75 accuracy.
What the heck? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Oh, 85%. We were both wrong. Okay, 85, so it's 10%. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, still 15% more actually. So
Oh yeah, 15. I forgot Focus Blast was 70. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's an idea too for sure. Um, I'm trying to think like what they would maybe switch into to Darkrai if you would run Will-O-Wisp. Like maybe like they bring like a Solve Escucha or something maybe.
I
Or
mean,
yeah, I don't
they
know.
could just try Pheasantipity even then.
Yeah, Spit F. Because it has a high Spit F, right? Pheasantipity.
Really high. There's
Yeah,
125.
yeah.
It's
So like Psychic, how much does that even do? It still does about a third. It's like max. It's not terrible.
yeah, it could be manageable if I
Yeah.
catch it on a switch or something.
What if you're just hella offensive with Life Orb? Nah. You'd have to. Nah. You need hazards up. That's too risky. Okay. Well, let's do. Let's do Enamorous first, since it's probably the easiest Pokemon. You would just run Moonblast Earth Power. You could run a third move if you want to like have coverage for like a potential Terra or something, but I mean, there's no type that resists both of those attacks, so I don't know. You could run. Do you know what item you want to run on Enam here or not yet?
Not yet, but heavily painting Scarf, honestly.
Scarf. Yeah,
It just looks
Scarf's not a bad idea. You might have to. Never mind. It doesn't get Baton Pass. Yeah. So if you run Scarf, that's fine. You just have to make sure we have like a really good switch into Pheasantipity because that's the only switch in. Only problem is like it also has U-turn, so they would get momentum regardless if you switch. So, um,
you know,
but,
honestly looking at this again. Sorry.
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Honestly, looking at this again, there is a chance of me getting away with a contrary set, and rather than just going, but that will mean I'd commit. I'd
Yeah.
either fully commit to Terra or maybe even just run like superpower,
Yeah.
low rough,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. I was just looking at. I just saw Contrary and I thought of that. So for Contrary, you'd obviously run Superpower, Play Rough, and then it gets like Zen Headbutt, right, or something for this guy.
yeah.
Or Terra Blast if you want to Terra it too. Yeah. So again, that's another set where again you don't even need to technically Terra this guy. Um, plus if you're superpowered, the things that are faster than you are both physical as well, so that could also help. I would probably run Babiri Berry if you're not going to Terra this guy because it's very possible that these two guys do have a steel move that are faster to hit you.
Yeah.
So I think Babiri Berry makes a lot of sense if we're running that type of set. We are probably gonna have removal too, which is good because at first glance I think like something like a Solvest Tentacle is really like our only chance to check this guy. And again, if it's like Terra Ground, like you're gonna be able to come in probably like one time or something, or Terra Electric or something. I don't know what it would be.
Wait, let me check something real quick.
Yeah, go for it.
I mean, they could hypothetically try to be really crazy and go for like Europe psychic, but I think that's kind of unlikely just to snipe Tentacruel.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be Psychic just because then you're weak to Darkrai. Plus, you're weak to two things that are faster than you, Zoroark if we bring it, plus Darkrai. So
Yeah,
I would think it'd be
they'd have to
Ground. It'd be Ground or Electric, one of the two. Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably Ground, just so they're not. If they're Electric, because then, well, if they're Ground, they're weak to water anyway. I don't know. It's one of those two, I think. Unless they want to just go like Terra Dark and just literally blow past Tentacruel, probably. They could probably do that too.
Yeah. I mean, there is also a slight chance they really hate Swampert here because I'm looking at them and there is not, there isn't a whole lot that Swampert is immediately threatened by.
That's
Not to
true.
say that it's the best mon ever, but
No, yeah, that's true. Like they would have to go like Terra Grass maybe for this guy, or they could bring Bramble Grass too because it can come in on per and just spin if we rocks. So they might bring Bramble for that guy.
yeah.
And I mean Brambles like stabs don't look bad here honestly. Obviously something like Fizz Def Chestnut or Fizz Def Belly Bolt like Bramble can't really get past, but um,
Hmm.
it's still pretty good into your faster guy, especially again if it's rapid spin, so it gets the speed boost. So I think Bramble's I think it can come here even if it wants to just spikes too. It can do that. So
Yeah.
I definitely wouldn't rule that guy out. So yeah, let's look at let's look at physical set real quick. I just want to look at a couple calcs. Since let's say we're physical, we would be probably Jolly. We would need Jolly. And for like these three attacks, what's the physical play rough? Play rough, ends, and headbutt. We could also be Terra Blast, like I said, but I just want to see the damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we get
Honestly, hold on.
+1, huh?
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna check the calcs for +1 on stuff. I want to check Pheasantipity. Oh, it's already on Pheasantipity. So Super Power Intizen doesn't quite kill him. I mean, if rocks are up, it should kill him. If there's just max HP, so that's not bad. The other play could probably be into Uxie. Uxie can kind of be like a soft check to any like Enam set just one time. Obviously, this set would be worse into Uxie than just Moonblast, but I think Spadef Pheasantipity is just definitely coming for like both of these guys. It makes sense. Might even be like Shuka or Air Balloon or something. Maybe Shuka.
Yeah.
For Earth Power. Makes sense. So, yeah, it's up to you if you want to go physical or special, though.
I mean, go physical for now and see where it takes us.
Okay.
Honestly, looking at it, could also pack like Terra Ground just to throw Wuxie off, make it a bit afraid to click T-Wave.
That's true. Yeah. Terra makes sense. Yeah. To even if we're not gonna actually Terra, just to show it. Yeah, this guy is. Yeah, I mean, you're not +1 yet, so we'd probably need Babiri, like I said. There's no attack too. Hell yeah. Okay. Last slot. I mean, I don't really know if we need any attack. Taunt, agility is all possible.
Not agility.
Not agility, on contrary, not agility.
That lane could try some Tailwind stuff, for late game.
We could do that too, yeah. Tailwind for like maybe like if we bring Como, that could be clutch.
Yeah.
I think
Either that or just funny healing wish.
Yeah, I think Como looks. If Como is faster than their offensive guys, like holy shit, his team's fighting. We could tell. So, and we could use the Terra on Como if you want to just beat the Uxie. So,
Yeah.
like we could if we're just like Dragon Dance or something, like literally we could just beat DD Terra Dragon and probably just blow that thing back. Because you would only need what? Dragon move, fighting move, and Earthquake. Right. So
something like that.
Yeah, looks pretty good in coverage. But yeah, we could just. I mean, we'll throw Tarwin on there. It could be Healing Wish though, too, like you said. Do you think Babiri here is good, or do you want to do something else?
Let's do Babiri. You
Babiri?
can kind of envision if the Namorous doesn't quite set up.
Yeah.
Or even if it doesn't, Zama looks at it wrong.
Yeah. And even if we end up going special, because the special probably does do more to the Zama, because its Spadef is not that high. Like, well, okay, I lied, but like with the stupid ability or whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, we'll just. I mean, if Zama gets forced out once that ability doesn't return.
Yeah, it goes away. That's true. But also just like Earth Power, obviously from this guy does more at least before you boosted. So, but we'll stick with this for now. It's good. Like it. Um, I definitely think Tentacruel's coming here. I think we need it for Chio.
Oh, for sure.
Um, Unfortunately, it doesn't really beat like anything else, but I mean, I guess if they don't
I
bring
mean,
Chiyu, then it's fine.
it also spins. I think that's pretty
Yeah,
good.
yeah, spin and it could
Before.
just slow flip turn or whatever. They don't have. Oh, they do have a ghost type actually. Yeah, they do have a
Yeah.
blocker,
How
but
about something like spin, flip turn, knock, and then just icy wind or ice beam for the Gliscor.
yeah, that makes sense. Um,
Icy wind sounds ultra cheesy, but I like ultra cheesy.
I mean, Icy Wind's good. You just gotta land. So I guess the idea is if it's like a terror, like if it's Chiyu, you come in and you're probably just gonna flip turn to get to bring in like Enam or
Yeah.
something, or Darkrai maybe. Rapid spin, flip turn, knockoff, and Icy Wind. So yeah, so you said knockoff. I guess you could like knock off the first time if you want to get an item. It would just suck if they go like this guy,
Yeah, if they go
Zamazenta.
for
Yeah, and you get
example,
nothing out of it.
honestly, thinking about it, knockoff would also be to just piss off the Bramble, but um,
Yeah.
what do you think is better, this kit or just Ice Beam to damage both Gliscor and Bramble, and maybe just like Surf or Hydro Pump for the sake of breaking Zama's sub if it ever tries to do it?
Does Surf break this sub? We might have to run Pump. Especially if it's like max HP like this. Yeah, I don't even think Pump breaks it. Oh wait,
Oh,
that's... Yeah.
yeah, that's okay. Never mind. That's sad.
Yeah, that guy is a very fun guy. So I
Imagine
think
if Tentacle like Swords Dance not. Imagine if it had like Nightshade.
Nightshade, yeah, that'd be good. Anything else weird? Not really. So you'd probably just have to flip turn versus Chio. So you're not sub fodder by Zama or something. They go Zama. Chilling water. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know if there's like a better fourth move. Like I don't know if you'd ever really click knockoff as a thing. So you might just want like sludge bomb or water move or something else. I feel like Tentacruel is gonna die pretty quick in this game once they get
True.
Chiyu, and it's gonna take a lot of damage. Let's check how much it even does. Chiyu. Okay, we'll throw specs on there. Worst case scenario. Do you just get 2-shot by Terra Dark? Curious. Okay.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, with AV, that's a 2-shot.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah, so if they're specs, I do think just Terra Dark is the play because your dark resists are Enam, Chestnut, and Como. So Enam is going to take a lot, I think. Yeah, that's not a switch. Chestnut takes over half.
I mean, if it's Terra specs, and if it Terra's, I think like Lara shield one-shot. I tried. Kiyu is a frail boy. But if I slow flip turn.
Yeah. But if you don't if it's this set though, you don't slow flip turn, you just die to 2. So
True.
yeah. Yeah, there's just not really a switch, and so I could actually see that coming. Maybe like Como, because Como is kind of bulky. Maybe it could take 2, but what are we gonna bring? Like a Svidef Como? Like
Yeah, if we
you gotta be like Svidef to take 2.
If we do an NM like this, it feels kind of wasteful. I don't know.
Yeah, so I don't even know. Do we bother even bringing this?
The girl or
well, we can bring Tentacruel, but like, so like I was thinking like a Soul Vest, right? But like, well, I guess it works if it's like any set besides specs. Like it could still be a switch in. But yeah, I guess don't be surprised if this thing gets 2-shot by specs. Yeah, I mean if it's specs, so at least you're gonna have at least 2 things faster, maybe 3. Or and also I guess if it is specs and it locks into Dark Pulse, it could be risky because you can get flinched, but it could be your setup Como like spot. So
That's true.
yeah, so we'll just roll with
However,
this. I don't think it's bad.
though maybe a bit too late to say this, but would also do like a super duper cheesy set and like does Tentacruel without AV live one Dark Pulse? It does, right? If it's PDF.
If it's like this, if it's Terra Dark specs, should probably yeah. Yeah, if it's like got some sort of it'll live. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, but then they will kind of rely on it being specs or hazards being on the ground
Yeah.
because my idea was like a step just to do something to key you.
Where did you want to be like Scarf or something?
No, no, I mean passive just to just for cruel to if it needs to it gets on key you and then it lands one final hit. It will need something a little bit better though.
Oh yeah. No. I I mean it doesn't really like.
And I like to have and if I like to keep the specs on key you just in case I want to set up or something.
Yeah. You could do. I mean, you could run a physical attack, but its physical defense is a lot lower. But I'm not sure. Like, let me just check like liquidation real quick. How much does it do? Yeah, it does more than Gleam. This is actually minus special attack though. Oh my god, plus attack. Yeah, they're about equal actually. But you would be all physical besides Icy Wind if you do run liquidation. So
Yeah.
Icy Wind could be good though.
Mhm.
Like,
So thoughts on like instead of knockoff just giving up on that idea and going for ice beam liquidation. That could also be
Ice Beam
something funny.
liquidation. Yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah, this is
Uh,
good.
wait, so you wanna?
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you want to
It'll
be
be just
minus in like defense or something?
it'll be just to yeah, minus in defense probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, ice beam will just be to, get the Gliscor, get the Bramble.
So I'm trying to think. Do we need any speed on this guy?
I will put just a little bit,
Like 8,
to get off of Gliscor creeping, no speed. Mm.
like 12. So I just like that.
Mm. Actually, gonna make it 20.
20. Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, man. I have a little bit of an OCD thing with speed.
Man, dude, everyone's got their own thing. So I got a thing where like I pick my like lead spot specifically because I think it like messes with my opponent, but like it's just it's probably not true. You know, it's just something I think of.
Nah, I get it. I get it.
Yeah. So okay, that's good. What else? What else? So yeah, I do think Como, even if Como isn't a Terra target too, like I do think Como looks pretty strong here. Um,
Yeah.
I think we do have to kind of decide though if we do want to like target this guy to Terra mainly, because if we don't, then well, actually no, I don't think it matters. Like I think the best Terra for this guy would either be Dragon, just straight up Dragon, or maybe like something to help you set up on stuff more easily. So like maybe something like could be like
Uh,
steel. No.
I thought about also ground like, or maybe an Amherst could go electric just to, throw off Dharma, make it a little bit more wary of just straight up clicking heavy slam. But
Yeah, I like electric too because
just,
like that still does deter Thunderwave as well.
yeah, but and then for Gamo it'll look a little bit less suspicious maybe if I went for grounds. Ground
Hmm.
will just really need to do a little bit more to Pheasantibity if needed and to get out of T wave.
Yeah, and again,
This is
and we wouldn't need Terra Blast either. So like we don't have to Terra it either. We probably will, but
Yeah.
it's not like required. Bulletproof, soundproof overcoat. Um, probably what, soundproof here in case like the Uxie is psychic noise or something as its attack.
Yeah.
Do they have any bullet moves?
I don't think so. Like
Not,
there's,
not really. No.
yeah,
Okay, let's go soundproof.
it's just all in bomb stuff, right? Like it doesn't cover dark
Yeah.
pools.
No, no, no. Do you think a DD set is best here? I haven't really used Terra Como, so
Uh, Honestly, I just used it the one time, and I went with a Micro Soul one. But
oh,
I
okay.
did go for special combo in that game. So.
Yeah, I forgot about that move. It's a kind of funny move. So how does normal attack looks? So I think if we, I feel
Yeah,
like their Spadef mons though are way way tankier. I feel like physical is better here for Como. I think that's kind of why we went physical on Enam too.
yeah, the physical mons also kind of don't really take come out that well.
Yeah. So I do think probably Dragon Dance, unless you want to go like sub belly drum or something, but you're still
Yeah,
outsped by like
that's it.
Booster, Roaring Moon. So
Yeah. And then I need some other moves. So.
yeah. Okay. Well, let's roll Dragon Dance.
Mhm.
I think that's solid. Dragon Dance. For a dragon move, do you like Dragon Claw or Outrage here?
Mm,
And then
I mean,
Earthquake
I don't
and
know for
Fighting move.
sure, but it's probable. But even then, I don't know if I want to like keep them all in. If I can only Dragon Dance to get one thing for some reason or the other, that can start fighting me in the ass.
Yeah. They could
So I
also
don't know.
be Terra Fairy, by the way, on Chiyu, so we could go with Ironhead over Earthquake as the last slot because it still does hit this guy pretty hard and it covers Terra Fairy. But it's up to you if you want to go Earthquake instead because we would fighting move this guy anyway, so it doesn't matter for him.
Since you have the tab open, can you calc Earthquake on Terra? It could be just Terra Dark Heal, please.
Earthquake on Terra Dark Chiyu.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because like same damage as Fairy, so.
For Terra Ground, you're saying, or just normal?
Uh,
Just +1. This is how much you're doing.
I don't know.
That actually boosted a lot. What the hell?
Damn.
Why is that
That,
boosted so much? I thought it was only 1.2.
no, it's a 1.5 boost, right?
Oh, is it? What the heck? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, so ground would just kill it then. So we could probably just go Terra Ground then, I think.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think Terrorless Ironhead will go from there. I don't know.
Yeah. The only thing is, like, Terra Dragon would do more to Uxie, but because that's probably going to be the second much you're doing to
Actually,
Uxie.
no, maybe Terra Ironhead does do more. I don't know if 7 will go Shuka either. So.
Oh my god, I'm trolling.
Oh, Terra Dragon into Uxie.
Yeah, see, like, that doesn't, like, the Earthquake calc went up by, like, what, like 35%? This one only goes up by, like, 20.
Yeah.
That's why I was just like, what the heck? But I think it's because Chiyu's defense is so damn low. And this isn't even, like, this is just, like, max HP a little bit. So, I don't think that Terra is actually going to matter. Like, you're probably going to need +2 anyway to kill it from where it's at. It can have foul play too. That's something to be careful of.
I mean, it kind of overrides soundproof utility, but could give Kamal a throat chop just to hit Zuxi.
You
Just
could, but
trying to got the move.
that doesn't stop foul play though, right?
That's true. That's true.
But I guess if you don't Terra though, then you resist it. So, throat chop is not gonna do that much, unfortunately. That's +2.
I'll try to fish for crits maybe with Shadow Claw, but that doesn't sound too
Shadow Claw.
viable.
Well, I think so. You don't want to run outrage. You're saying?
I don't really feel out. I'm not really feeling outrage here, honestly.
Okay, so earthquake, CC, and Shadow Claw.
Yeah. I think a +2 crit shall kill Luxie, right? If it ever comes to it.
Yeah, +2 crit. You would have to get to +2 first, though. So let's see. Can we
Yeah,
go
true.
adamant? We can go adamant if you want to outpace Zama, or we can go Jolly if you want some more bulk, less power. What do you think?
Honestly, kind of feeling more like the key lookouts were Jolly, right?
Yeah.
Wait, how does Adamant Kamo with Throat Chop do against Suxi? Just in case.
This is +1, so we would need some chip to KO at +2. Like 2 rounds of rocks ish. And again,
Yeah.
this isn't max either, but
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Adamant's worth, honestly.
it's probably not.
We'll just yeah.
As
think
long as you kill Zama, Warring Moon, and Chiyu at +1, it doesn't matter, I think. Let's make sure we just kill all 3 of those guys. I think we do, but with close combat versus Zama Zenta.
Actually, hold on. I I have I just had kind of a crazy idea.
What's your crazy idea? Let's hear it.
It's um like instead of a dragon dance net, it will be a double dance net, like with iron defense and bottom.
With what?
With iron defense and dotted mice,
Oh,
it'll be a press with earthquake added on, or something else. Maybe iron just to hit the Uxie.
yeah. Press EQ is walled by Uxie and Bramble.
Yeah, it will have to.
And I guess
I
Altaria
don't know.
if it comes. But, I mean, that could be a set too. It's just, it doesn't do enough to like Pheasantipity. Like, you're going to get toxic too. That's another thing, probably. Like, non-boosted Earthquake,
True.
I don't think it's going to do too much, so.
Yeah, the press head was just kind of to pull the reversal on the Zama too.
Yeah. Um, yeah, so a +1, you don't kill Zama, unfortunately. If it has that little boost thing. If he doesn't have the boost no more, then you will.
Yeah. So honestly, how much does Zama do to like unboosted Zama even do to Komodo?
Let's see. So unboosted, like if it doesn't have the initial boost.
Ah, crap.
So if it does have the
I was
initial
thinking
boost, it does over half. We would have some bulk though. We wouldn't have no bulk. We would be like
lead that way
Jolly.
because I was thinking if Komodo could just outlast with Drain Punch in this case.
Yeah. You could do like. You could do like. The problem is Sword Stance, like Drain Punch, is slow. You need a way to like boost your
Yeah.
speed, I think, is like the main thing.
Yeah, it will be kind of.
But
I mean, could do like bulk up out of the mice, but that could get kind of weird.
Yeah. I mean, this is like your win condition set most likely. So ideally, like things are chipped by the time you go like for game with this guy, or at least try to like kill a lot of things with this guy. Bulk up is interesting, but again, it doesn't. Clangorous Soul.
Ooh. I mean, a Clanger Drain Punch set, to offset the Clanger Soul
Yeah, that could be
damage.
something interesting. Yeah. What if you're like,
Mhm.
hmm. I was gonna say something. Oh, there's a Gliscor. Nah. Dang, this is hard to tell which boosting move to go for. Does no? It probably doesn't. Yeah, like I just.
Actually,
Yeah.
uh, just on the side, looking at the team again, I am. I think we gotta reconsider just Dragon Claw over Shadow Claw. I see that Gudra, I see that Gliscor. They look like assholes.
Yeah. That's why. I mean, you could run Dragon Claw if you don't want to lock into Outrage, but I do think Dragon Move for sure is needed.
Yeah,
So, yeah, we can do
yeah, that's true. I
Dragon
was
Claw.
thinking on Uxie.
And then it's just, do you want to do Terra Ground or Terra Dragon? Because it does seem like the things that you're going to use Dragon Claw on are the things that are, like, probably going to live. You know, like these three guys mostly.
Mm,
These guys all dropped a
I see.
fighting move, and this should drop to Earthquake, I think, even without Terra. So, that's why.
Honestly, how about like we we leave this Kamao
Mm-hmm.
like this for now, but then and we build the rest of the team. If we
Mm-hmm.
see that the team is good enough that's getting chip, getting everything in range for Kamao, we just keep this.
Yeah.
But if not, with close combat and all. But if not, we just make it drain, punch, cling, or so and make it a bit bulkier.
Okay.
Mm,
So it would be like this spread right here to outspeed Zama at +1.
mhm.
And
Yeah.
then an item too. We
If
didn't.
it's wind drops,
Huh?
yeah. Oh, I was just saying, like if it's the cleaner set, then it's max attack for sure.
Yeah.
It's just a speed Zama.
I want to check with Dragon Fang too. I want to Terra Dragon, Dragon Fang. I want to see like how much this actually does to everything. Okay, for +1.
Yeah.
Okay, so this we said
Honestly,
this dies if it doesn't have that boost, right? Oops. Yeah, it should die. Okay. What else? Uxie. Yeah, so Uxie is definitely the biggest thing that needs chip. But again, it's not like how much does foul play do at +1? I'm curious. Foul play does not do that much.
yeah, come on. Yeah.
Yeah, the worst thing would be like if they like parry you or something. So if we don't have the boost here, wait, why doesn't that increase our Dragon Claw? Oh, there it goes.
Alright.
Oh, it's because I went
Yeah.
to Dragon Draco
Yeah,
play
you
too.
went.
So we still two shot. Oh, this isn't actually. Yeah,
The cleaner set might as well.
we might need Dragon
Yeah,
Fang.
might as well. Dragon's Fang.
Gliscor's the other
Need
thing that
Dragon Fang.
probably. Yeah, Gliscor could tank one. They gotta be scared of like
Right.
Ice Punch though too. And then Suikun's gonna be able to eat too, but I just don't know what Suikun's gonna do back. Like,
I mean, it could try to Ice Beam, but even then, that feels a bit,
yeah, it's not gonna
you
do that
know,
much, you know. It would have to be like Terra Fairy
ideally it's
too.
closer to
Like Terra Fairy, I guess we don't do a ton to it. Earthquake's our hardest hitting.
ideally it's chipped as well anyways. So.
Yeah. So I mean, I think this set is definitely a solid win con. Again, you are outsped by Roaring Moon, so just be careful of that. But again, ideally, like Moon is in at one point, so you could tell if it's Scarfed or Booster or something. But I think this is certainly a good win condition. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So this is good. What else?
Probably
Darkrai,
Rachi for.
Rachi too.
Oh yeah, Darkrai.
Yeah, I think these two definitely come. This might just honestly be. I mean, we could use probably Pert as like our initial switch in, like just Fizdef Pert for these guys. And then, so that'd probably round out the team. I'm thinking we'd probably be Earth Power as well, obviously, instead of Earthquake.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, but what kind of Rachi were you thinking of? That's kind of the wild card here.
Hey, if we bring Bird, maybe Rachi doesn't need to go rocks, but
Yeah,
I
no.
was thinking of something with like, maybe kind of an all-out set with Healing Wish 3 attacks, or maybe some Encore stuff, to mess with Uxie, mess with some of, mess with everything that isn't the top 2 or KU.
I mean, I really like Thunder Wave because Thunder Wave Iron Head, and then all you need is Ice Punch, right, to hit the ground guy. So you're gonna be paralyzing everything. Is pretty nice here. They don't have a. Does Altair get Heal Bell? Not right on this gen, or does it?
No, I think Heal Bell kind of just got wiped from the earth.
Yeah, it's just like Chimecho, right, or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I think that's a pretty good set. Like T-Wave is literally free unless they go Terra, Ground, or Electric, which is possible for Tentacruel on Chiyu. But other than that, yeah, it's just a free click, man. I don't know. Can never go wrong with Thunderwave Iron Head.
I mean, if they Terra Ground, it's not too worrying anyway. If it's some Terra that doesn't do really heavy damage, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know what the last move would be, though, on that site. It would be, like I said, Iron Head, Ice Punch for sure, T-Wave, and then...
Probably Encore, just,
What are you gonna Encore, like Suicune,
no,
maybe?
it'll just be like a...
Suicune, Uxie...
into Suicune, but...
Yeah.
So we need, like, something that can handle it well.
Yeah. That's not bad. This
just go in there and start scoring after.
Yeah, and I guess Encore would help you against Zama, so at least you're not sub fodder. Like, if he just body presses, it's whatever. At least you lock him into something, so he doesn't just get a free click. You can just slow Encore him. So I would probably do that first before Thunder Waving, just because if it does, well, I guess if they sub on your Thunder Wave, they're probably gonna Iron Defense, right? They're not gonna just. They could attack, I guess, but. Yeah, because if you Encore on the sub initially, that's really good, because then you can just do whatever you want. But yeah, I like this set. It's a good set. It's like a disrupting set.
So if they are in defense, like, it just gotta keep Bird or Darkrai alive at all costs, right?
Yeah. Yeah, if you lock them into, so if they Iron Defense, you Encore, they're still doing it for 3 more turns, so... I mean, I don't know, does Swampert... How much does Swampert Earth Power do as well for that guy? Let's see. What the... Okay, not much, actually. Holy crap, it doesn't even break sub.
No EVs, though. We'll just EV it to hit that damage level.
We might just have to go like boosting nature.
Yeah. Or like for
it'd be like this.
or like
quiet.
If the item doesn't matter, but
yeah. Yeah, it's still a decent amount too. Probably be helmet too, just so they can take some damage if they hit us. Get some chip. But yeah, I think this is good. I think we probably do need like You probably should just honestly be max speed here, just to make sure you're faster than Gliscor, Bramble, and I guess you can risk a speed tie into Thunderwave GU if you want.
Oh, and Rachi.
Yeah, on Rachi, I think you just go max
That's
here.
true.
Like nothing crazy. We might not need max attack. I don't know how much Ice Punch does to Gliscor, but I definitely want to make sure it kills. I don't even know if it will kill actually. Let me see. Okay, never mind. What the? Okay, never mind. So I actually don't even think the investment matters then. So you could be max HP or max attack. Okay.
What if? I mean, what will do more? Ice Beam or Icy Wind? Because could also just do, Thunder Wave and 3 special moves. We'll give up on Encore, but,
I mean, obviously Icy Wind would do more to this guy probably, but not to things like Roaring Moon, or if you're special, like versus Pheasantipity, you're still not going to be doing that much either with your Steel move. Let me see.
I mean, that's true, but like with Icy Wind, at least you're slowing, you could also slow things down. Like,
It actually doesn't even do that much. This is Def Gliscor.
oh, like it was the Death Gliscor and it was still taking Ice Punch.
Yeah.
That was shit.
Yeah.
Gliscor is kind of a dick there. Like,
Yeah, so I like this at the best, but we can go Icy Wind if you think it'll help the speed.
Honestly, not particularly.
I think just Thunder Wave is going to be your click most of the time anyway.
Honestly, I was also looking at, with Icy Wind, it will be something like Psyshock or Sphere. Psyshock to at least do some damage to Suicune and to do more to Pheasantipity. And,
oh, so you wouldn't want to be Thunder Wave?
Oh no, it will be one of the moves will be over Encore, but
Encore.
This sounds about.
Yeah, like I said, I think Encore is good because it does give you a click versus Zama, just a slow Encore into whatever, and then you could switch accordingly. Yeah. Item on this guy, I have no idea. Could run a Colbur Berry, could run Shuka Berry, could run Citrus Berry, probably some sort of berry. Lumberry maybe? Not really. Yeah, probably. I think probably Colbur or Shuka.
Let me see the team again. Yep, I'm down for Colbur.
Colbur? Okay.
Yep. Yeah, because I have a lot of things that don't really want to get knocked. So.
Yeah. Let's see how much does Roaring Moon, if it is, we'll just say Bandit, why not? Inactive versus Jirachi. Okay, so we do live it for Colbur. That's actually max HP though. Yeah, it does a shitload. But Thunder Waving that guy would be very nice, so I think that's good. Okay, that's fine. I like this set. So we said Pert and Dark Red.
Oh, you put a bit more. You put full attack. I mean, yeah, just to KO Gliscor at least.
Oh, you don't want to speed Tai Chi?
No. I do. I was
okay.
just thinking of taking some of attack, but yeah, it's better this way actually.
Okay. Yeah, so we can do the modest Pert if you want to make sure we break that sub. It was like 136 or something, right? Not modest, but it would be quiet. Oh. Wait, why is that doing so much more now? What?
Oh, maybe that's because you had like max Bedef on the other set or something.
On Zama?
Yeah, maybe, or maybe you accidentally put regular Zama.
Oh, that's probably what I did.
I was
Yeah,
listening.
I think that's what I did. Yeah. Okay, so we actually don't need investment. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I was gonna say that's kind
Yeah.
of crazy, like that we needed that much. Okay, good. Um, rocks for sure. Oops, rocks. Eat power.
What I have loaded right now is E-Power, Icy Wind, Flip Turn, but those last two moves, they don't need to be exactly those.
I think flip turn
So,
obviously makes sense on this type of guy. Icy wind. You're a big icy wind fan, huh?
I mean, I don't see myself really, outgoing a lot with Ice Beam cards, so
Yeah.
just kind of to
Could also, oh, could also be body press maybe to hit like Moon a bit harder.
true. I mean, I'm probably switching out on stuff like Bramble, anyways.
Avalanche.
Hmm, that is an interesting proposition.
Yeah. So like if you,
Getting hit by.
yeah. But I guess this is what's gonna happen: is you bring this in Versama, they do something right, and then they're gonna probably switch. So Avalanche wouldn't get the double power.
Yeah, might as well just go Ice Punch in that scenario, but like,
Ice
but also just.
Punch could do Roar maybe for like Suicune maybe if it's like doing some weird shit. But you do have Encore for that guy.
Yeah, I mean, we also have Roar because, Suicune can just bring pressure and they have only four Rockers.
Yeah. I mean, Roar's good too because
Yeah.
if again they're gonna switch, so you could pull in something else to get more chip on him. Plus, it does get rid of the boost from Zama. Like for sure, it's not gonna be able to because that thing does get Trailblaze. I just remember that actually. I want to see how much that does
Mm.
to a pert. That's Fizz Def.
So yeah, that's actually kind of fucked because
Well, they would take helmet, and then they would take an Earth Power plus another helmet. So I still think they basically kill themselves as long as your pert's like full health when it comes in.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's okay. They're not going to be adamant here either. It doesn't make sense. They need to outspeed Darkrai. So
Mm.
I still think that's fine. It doesn't do too much. Um. So yeah, I mean this last shot is literally just like whatever. Can you get burned by anything?
Yeah,
Not really.
we'll just flip and Roar there.
War? Okay.
Oh shit. Yeah. Bird control the momentum.
Yeah. Relax is good. You're slower than everything anyway. Dang, his team's fast. His slowest mon's 80. What the heck?
True.
Torrent. Yep.
It
Okay.
almost that makes me reconsider like Icy Wind over Flip Turn just to maybe slow some bulkier teams down.
Well,
Like I catch Gliscor and
well, I do think that they might pivot. It makes sense that they pivot Bramble, and Icy Wind does block that, or Wind Rider does block Icy Wind.
oh, never mind. Yeah,
So
for the Bramble pivoting, yeah, I'd have to do Flip Third
yeah,
or Ice Beam at most.
if Bramble comes, like I don't even think you should really set rocks. I mean, you can if you want, just to make sure they spin the following turn. But I think Bramble is 1,000,000% coming in on Pert to either spin your rocks or just to force it out the turn after. So, um, it's just if Zama hits you and then you're in range of a two-shot, you kind of have to attack it probably. But if he just like subs or iron defenses, then yeah, you can click rocks or you can click roar. Like you're not under any threat really. So I think this is good. And then we could do Darkrai. You gonna send me up?
I'm gonna send you send you in the direct message. What do you think of it?
Oh, okay, hold on. Let me open it up. Is it? Let me open up my phone real quick.
Oh, it's like no
Oh, no
No
special
attack.
attack. Ice Beam versus Gliscor. Um, yeah, I mean, no, that's good, like, to have Ice Beam for it, but isn't it better in that case just to flip turn? And then go into something like
Um,
Jirachi or Darkrai just to, like, kill it?
yeah. You know that's true. I was just looking at Ice Beam to see how much it did to Gliss,
Uh,
for
or, yeah,
knowing it could also do a lot to Bramble, you know?
yeah, I was gonna just say, I guess it does hit Bramble too.
Yeah, like, let me just.
Yeah,
Okay, a Bramble has very bad both on
yeah,
both ends, so.
yeah. I mean, I don't think they ever go Gliscor on Swampert. It makes sense if they go Bramble or Uxie, I would think. One of the two. Or a Suicune, maybe, if they have it.
Yeah, like the Gliscor scenario will just be like very end game
Mm-hmm.
if you know, in case of us have, you know, the big bruisers dead, and it's a war of attrition.
Yeah.
Like Bert just like something that will die very early in the game, but you never know.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, you could do it over Roar if you want, but I do still think, especially if, like, Uxie is there too, like, you just flip turn. I feel like Ice Beam could definitely lose you momentum if they don't go into. Because even if you go even if you catch the Bramble, they're gonna just Strength Sap, right? Like, you have to switch. You can't just.
Yeah,
So even if you do manage to pull
actually,
the correct switch, like, I don't know if that even, like, gets you a ton.
true.
You could go. I mean, you could go Cruel on the Sap to damage it with, like, Ooze or whatever
Yeah,
if you
with
want,
liquid
but
roots.
you're Spadef. You're for this is for Chiyu really, and you don't, like, do a ton to him. Like, you could Ice Beam him again if you want, but yeah, that's a whole, like, sequence. I don't really know how that would go. I guess you don't really have a switch to
I mean,
Bramble, like we said,
for,
with this team.
yeah, the flip, the flipped and burned part is just, you know, because it feels like Bird could end up being kind of a sitting duck against some you know, some mods later in the game, but
Yeah.
I don't even know for sure if it's you know, if it's a surefire scenario.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bramble's actually a problem, man. We need to bring
Wait,
Darkrai.
call me crazy, but what do you think of like Earth Power, Ice Beam, and Roar? Besides rocks, of course.
So no flip turn. Um,
Uh, like instead of clicking flip turn, it just be clicking roar, making them the most rack ups of hazards damage.
you could. Yeah, you definitely could. So you want Ice Beam instead of flip turn?
Yeah. I feel like I feel like I kind of have to play this a little bit more, like not offensively in the traditional sense, but you know, make them kind of always be on the move, you know?
Yeah. Honestly, like, that's fine too. Because I do think even when Perk comes in initially versus Zama, you're gonna be clicking rocks probably the first time. So, and then
Yeah.
either, like, switch or do whatever. So you wouldn't even click flip turn that time. So I think that's fine. I don't think that's bad, to be honest. It's good. It's just Roar is just good, so
Right.
you're not set of fodder for anything. So,
Yeah.
um, let's do Darkrai.
Uh, by the way, I don't know for sure what Darkrai is gonna be, but I kind of tell that Kamala will probably just be, you know, the big bruiser set, like Cruel, Rachi, Bert, all look like they're guys that are gonna do chip damage in the, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah. I do think that, like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like Outrage is so much stronger here, but yeah, just locking in is tough because if they have something that outspeeds you or just Terra Fairy or something, it just kind of screws you over. So, um, but yeah, Suit Darkrai. I think the three attacks are needed. It's just Dark Pulse, Focus Blast, Psychic. I don't really think there's any, like, debate really on that. The last slot could literally be like Sludge Bomb to cover Terra Fairy, Could be Ice Beam to one-shot some of those guys. Could be Hypnosis. Like, I don't know about the last slot, like I said, but I do think those 3 attacks I think are needed. Did you send me another DM?
Oh, no.
Okay. No, it's another one. Oh, it's a live battle ping. That's why.
So yeah, you're saying Dark Pulse, Focus Blast, Psyshock. Okay, you know, something almost went very wrong because I clicked Focus Punch instead of Focus Blast in the builder.
Oh, really?
That would be
Psyshock.
so funny.
Yeah, that would be no bueno for you. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It could be like indoor with Salic Berry too, if you want. There's a bunch of stuff you can do for the last slot. Wisp, like you said before.
Wait.
Could do Taunt to stop Ruse, to stop Toxic, stop Rocks from Uxie, stop Dragon Dance from Moon.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Hello? Uh-oh. I don't think you can hear me, folks. Hola, Hycrox. Okay, he just said he can't hear me right now, so... Test, hello? Okay, I'll pause the video real quick. Alright, we are back. Sorry about that, boys. So yeah, we were on Darkrai, and we were talking about the last slot, so I don't know if you heard me, but I did say another option is... So you mentioned Will-O-Wisp before. I think I said Ice Beam. I think I said Hypnosis, and then also like Endure Salic could be something cool too. So I think those are probably the 4 options. I don't really know if there's another.
I mean,
I see what.
Something I was thinking about was like if not Endure Salic, like it would either have to be Chopple or Scarf, but like even Scarf can just get Trailblaze or something.
Nah, yeah, I don't like Scarf here. It's not really a great move to lock into.
Yeah, it's not. Some of the bitch, man.
Yeah, I would probably lean either Hypnosis or Endure Cut Step. Or Endure Salic, not Cut Step. Let me see how much this does to their Pokemon, by the way. I'm curious. To like Zama and to like Roaring Moon. Because I know Roaring Moon has good Speed F too. Dark Pulse, Focus Blast. Okay. Zama. Focus Blast is like half. And Roaring Moon. It's 3/4 ish. So yeah.
Wait.
What's their switch into Darkrai? It's Pheasant Drippity, right?
Yeah, it should be.
Just a slow U-turn, probably.
It's a weird ass key, but...
Yeah. How much does Psyshock do to Pheasant? Does over half, yeah. You could also, so you could be Plot if you want. Plot and then like a berry, like a Chopple berry. Because if you plot on the switch, then you're looking really good. Because they can't even revenge you then, unless it's like Scarf Chiyu or something.
Yeah, or Booster Moon, maybe.
Booster Moon too, yeah. But like Darkrai has pretty good like base defense, so like I don't even know if Booster Speed Moon kills you. Like it would need to. I don't even know if Outrage kills you. No, it doesn't. So that doesn't revenge you. Yeah, it would have to be Scarf Chiyu, I think. So you could do that if you want. Chopple Plot. Bit more risky, but big reward if it does work.
Yeah.
You are Terra Fairy Chiyu does kind of wall you, but Terra Fairy would be interesting versus Tentacruel. So.
Yeah. Honestly, honestly, reasonably tempted to just go for like either poison jab or even just sludge bomb to try to cheese a poison sometime. But never mind, Tentacle gets gunk shot now.
Oh, you're talking about
Honestly,
on Tentacruel?
yeah, I'm thinking gunk shot over liquidation.
It's just we were worried about the Zama, but I guess we have Pert, so that's fine. Yeah, we could do that.
There.
Yeah, because they're not
And
going to
I
be
mean,
Terrafire, right? Or even if it's Terrafire, you have Gunk Shot. Yeah, that's fine. I don't see a problem with that.
Will is flip turning anyways, too, so
Yeah,
on Zama.
yeah. So Hypnosis also works because, like I said, the whole if I said the plot whole thing, but um, like if you just Hypnosis on the Switch, it's pretty much the same thing, right? Because you just two shot it after,
Mhm.
right? So
Okay, if we do hypnosis, then I think blunder policy is a
Blunder Policy.
pretty sound brink.
That's cool. That can
Yeah.
definitely work. I think it's probably between Blunder Policy and Chopple. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, we could do that though. That's some heat. I don't like that. I mean, not. I mean, I like that. No, I don't like that. It's just again, you do need some chip on some things. Like as you saw, we don't just Oko everything. But I mean,
Oh yeah.
if you hypnosis something, like he pretty much has to switch because then you could just keep doing that over and over if they sack the Sleepmon. So
Yeah. I could also just you know, like I have Darkrai and Camo as things that could clean, but I could just use one to chip some stuff and force some stuff around, and then the other two clean, depending on how the game goes.
yeah,
And then an Amorous will also do, it's fun.
yeah, I like that. Do you still think physical NM is the better play here over like just Moonblast Earth Power?
Honestly, I don't know anymore because I don't really think I can set up on anything too viably without Terra. Looking at this again.
You would have to like superpower like into Chiyu if it's still weak to it,
Yeah,
or like Roaring Moon maybe if you don't get
and that's
flinched.
if Geo wasn't
Yeah,
Scarf.
yeah. You actually don't even kill Roaring Moon with superpower always.
One
So
thing I considered that could be pretty wild, but could end up being kind of clutch in the end will be Scarf's superpower. But like if Pheasant Drippity or Rooksy or whatever, are even a little bit healthy, you know,
Gliscor, yeah, Bramble,
that.
even Pressure Suicune is annoying for that.
Yeah,
So
might as well just go for Moonblast then.
yeah, I think Special is probably a bit better now I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
You could yeah, I think it just makes sense. Their Pheasant Dippy is probably going to be Shuka, but
Yeah.
oh, you can run Psychic too, though. I forgot about that.
Yeah, honestly, could just run Moonblast Psychic and I hit everything.
Yeah, because there's
Kind
no
of
way
like Psychic.
they're not going to be Pyapa Berry, right? Because your Psychic type is also
Yeah.
Steel type anyway. So,
Mhm.
let me check how much Enam does with Psychic again. I think we said it did like a third, right? Earth Power did to Pheasant Dippity.
Mhm.
Yeah, about a third. Yeah, so. Yeah, they're just gonna slow you turn. I was gonna say.
We'll do Calm Mind this way, honestly.
Yeah, calm. You could do Calm Mind Agility too. Like just Calm Mind
Yeah,
Agility 2 attacks, right? That's all you need.
yeah. That way I can even keep the Babiri. And if Kiyu is locked into anything, just-
Yeah.
just-
I guess. Oh, I guess. If it Terra's Steel, then it resists your attacks. Plus, you don't hit Zama that hard actually with no Earth Power.
I mean, but here's the thing though, like, do I will the Terra steal into Kamao and stuff like Swampert and Amorous?
Mm,
I kind of hit everything with Moonblast Earth Power anyways. So,
so do you want to run Earth
yeah,
Power instead of Psychic? Or
might
just...
as well. I mean,
Yeah, it's just you're going to run into that Shuckaberry, but
yeah,
you're going to know of it at
Moonblast,
least. How
like
much?
Moonblast is everything anyway, and like if I get rid of the Shuckaberry, then Kamao and Earthquake in peace.
Yeah, looks like you do about 15. Ironhead. Um, yeah, all he's gonna do is slow U-turn. You could like sub maybe, but I guess if he just poison moves, then it breaks
Yeah,
the sub. I mean, if it just, I
I
mean,
think.
like, would he just straight up just poison move you though? You have 3 resists,
Yeah,
and you shouldn't switch either. What you could do is you could show Terra ground, right? And then you can
yeah.
substitute.
Right
So
now I'm on. Yeah, I could just swap the Terra Ground on the builder anyways.
yeah, so like the idea is like you Moonblast, he brings in Pheasantipity, and then like you substitute Terra ground, right? There's no way they can break your substitute. He's either clicking U-turn, toxic, poison move, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's no way he just
I mean,
clicks a fairy move, right? Like that doesn't make any sense. Just a regular attack.
he could maybe do that to, maybe as well. Nah, I don't see it. Like the only palpable benefit will be against Swampert, and even then, I feel U-turn is just much better there.
Yeah. So and then if you substitute and then they U-turn, they can't break your sub. Like what do they do? They have to go into like Infiltrate or Bramblegast. But
Uh,
I
then yeah,
guess that could be something then. Yeah. Oh, and I guess if you do this too, you're not tearing Como either. I forgot about that.
yeah.
Well, I'm not saying you Terra ground. I'm saying you show Terra ground actually. So no, you could still do this and just not Terra. You just substitute
Mm-hmm.
because again, they shouldn't just poison move you like respecting Terra ground, right?
What will sub be over?
Probably Calm Mind. I still think Agility is a pretty good win path. Not like a win condition,
Mm,
but it's good. I don't think
yeah.
like like Calm Mind isn't the greatest because you're still gonna get the 2 things faster are still physical, you know.
Yeah. Actually, I just thought about something crazy. So,
Let me hear it.
like, you see how Moonblast, like, I feel the only thing Moonblast doesn't really hit are weird new Terra types that are checked by something else on the team. The, Pheasant Drippity, maybe Bramble. Nah, never mind. I will have to Terra, to win that. I was thinking like solo Moonblast, but I will definitely have to Terra then.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
yeah,
one advantage will be to beat Uxie for sure with Calm Mind.
yeah. So you could also sub on Uxie if you want, because again it avoids status and U-turn. He could just encore you, but I don't know if he would just encore because if you just straight Moonblast, then that's not really good. But
Yeah.
yeah. So I do think you would take off Calm Mind for sub here.
Mm.
You could, if you go sub, you could make this leftovers or something else instead as well. But
I mean, if it's I think Boots just sounds, Boots.
boots.
I mean, that way, since Tentacruel is probably dying pretty early, you know,
Yeah, that's
I could
fine.
always just that way I could always just try again with sub.
So you want to go like this route, and then
It'll
sub.
be sub agility.
Yeah, Terra ground, but not like probably not gonna. I
Actually,
mean, there might be a scenario where you do like want to, but probably better to Terra the Como here.
You know what? Actually, if we're going sub, I'm reconsidering. I think Terraferry could be cool because like it's just it's just kind of on a whim, but imagine Oxy gets in front of this. It could try to Thunder Wave. If it sees Terra ground, it's not as likely to do that, but it
Yeah,
doesn't.
yeah, but the whole reason for Terra Ground is so Pheasantipity doesn't just click a poison
Yeah,
move
true.
versus us. Because then
Hmm.
if we sub, it just poison moves if we're showing Terra Fairy. But
This is baity, yes.
if we show Terra Ground, like they're not gonna poison move,
Yeah.
right?
Actually, this could be pretty damn baity, as I said, but what about Terra Steel? Because like that discourages Pheasantipity even more.
That's
Because then he just
I think Terra Steel works too. Yeah, I don't even know what does it do on Terra Steel, or like what does Pheasantipity do versus Terra Steel? I mean, like nothing, right?
yeah, it was hypothetically double kick, but it's not fitting that. Terra Steel will just be, a threat.
Yeah, you can show Terra Steel. It does kind of. I mean, I guess Scarf to you with a fire move just kind of kills you anyway. So yeah, I like Terra
Yeah.
Steel. Terra Steel's good. It's just, I think they're pretty much the same thing. Yeah. But it does still bait maybe potential Thunder Wave. So I like that. I'll change to Terra Steel. Oops. Okay, that's good.
Uh, I think it's also nice for Zama mind games, because
Yeah,
it doesn't know if it wants to go body press or
yeah.
other thing.
Ideally, like though, like you don't really have that matchup unless you like have agility up or something. But yeah.
Oh yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
We still got to decide this last moving item on Mr. Darkrai.
Oh, instead of Wonder Policy and Hypnosis?
Is that what you wanted to do?
I kind of like it, but if you think that's like not very optimal, I think it's not the best
I think it's.
because I also
I'm fine with
your other idea.
Hypnosis, but I would probably run Chopple or
Yeah,
Endure
let's.
Custap, or Endure Salic, one of the two. I think it's either this and Chopple or Endure Salic.
Yeah, Wonder Policy seems a bit. I mean, if I miss Focus Blast, I'm probably dying anyway. So
Yeah. Yeah, go right here. Yeah, I mean, the Endure Salic, I think it might be a bit better anyway, though, just to have something, like I said, faster than their whole team.
true.
So,
Also, in the event that I actually get something with Gongshad, uh, you know, it'll be fun.
yeah. Do you want to do that?
Actually, Duracell I mean, Hypnosis does sound better.
It's up to you, man.
So,
I don't think there's a wrong call. I would probably go with this, but Hypnosis is broken. So if you land your Hypnosis, that's like a free kill, basically.
I think Hypnosis is a bit better, yeah.
All right. What item do you want? Chopple or do you want Blunder Policy?
It's kind of a tricky one because I'm not planning on having Darkrai eat a ton of hit.
You could also
So,
you could lead this with like a sash and just try to Hypnosis something right away.
true.
If you miss Flame Hacks,
Hmm.
or find out something is scarfed, I guess, right away.
Yeah.
That could be a good lead.
Yeah, true.
You want to do that? Focus sash.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah, if I went Blunder Policy, I could just miss again, and the whole thing will be ruined anyway.
Right. So I mean, with this type of lead, I honestly think you probably just Hypnosis like everything, like turn one.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So we don't even have to go over leads. Like it's literally just brain off Hypnosis. Hope you land. So I don't know. I think this seems good, man. I think this is solid for sure.
Yeah. I like this.
It doesn't have great like momentum to get in like things like Enam and stuff, but like only Tentacruel has flip turn, but that's still fine.
Yeah. I mean, I feel this game will have to be a bit offensive anyways. That's also why I like Roar a bit more than Flip Turn on Bird, because that way I can force things out consistently.
Yeah, it
uh,
makes sense. Yeah.
Therefore,
All right. Is there any other last concerns you're thinking, or you think you're good here?
um, honestly, with concerns, I mean, I gotta kind of play this a bit millimetrically just to, not lose the Zama, but I think that there's really not much of a way around that.
I think you're fine. If as long as you keep Swampert for Zama, you're fine. You're gonna get Helmet Chip, Earth Power Chip on it. I don't think that's a huge concern actually.
Yeah.
It is like a faster, like you don't have a Scarfer, but it shouldn't be able to like just boost on everything and then just win. So, and then you have ways to boost your speed with a couple of guys. So, I don't think it's a big deal.
Like, yeah,
Drought, you can always live a hit.
if I Encore and go immediately to Swampert, Zama can. So
Yeah. So, I think you're okay. I mean, yeah, it's definitely their best mon, obviously, but I don't think you just insta lose. And 2 rounds of chip
yeah.
does put it in like CC range. So 2 rounds of helmet range. Well, actually, you just need +1 because if it doesn't have that boost no more, it just dies. Takes all combat. So
Yeah, true.
I think you're fine. Yeah, I think it's good. You can also go Pert on Uxie just to get chip on it with helmet too, because that is one of the few
Actually,
things that you need chip on.
just I just remembered. I just need to check something real quick.
Yeah, go for it.
Um,
Oh,
one thing I just want to make sure of is if Kamo, like +2 Kamo can outspeed +1 move. Oh yeah,
yeah, it definitely
I'm gonna
does.
need more speed.
You need more? Shoot, let me see.
Yeah, like 128 wasn't just put Jolly in +1.
No, we should.
Oh
This is 391 at +1, so +2 will outspeed it, right? Oh wait, no, you're right. We don't.
yeah.
You're right. Um, speed. So what are they gonna
Yes.
creep to?
Oh, I got it right. I got it right. The 188 and the calc open too.
So they should creep to Zoroark, but do you want to just go like make sure you outspeed max? Because that we're gonna pretty much probably lose majority of the bulk if we do that.
I mean, this is kind of just inferring, but I see that the guy, like, I see that the guy is winless right now. So they may just be going for like fuck
Nu
it and just doing.
Nunez is winless right now.
I mean, I think he was, yeah.
Check his record.
Let me check.
Recheck. I thought he was. I thought he hasn't lost.
Oh, okay, yeah. Never mind. One win.
He has 1 win.
Yeah.
Oh, what the heck? I thought he was like 5-0 or something.
Uh,
Or maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. I don't know. Oh, okay. So what's he like 1-4 or something?
yeah, 1-4.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, it's up to
So,
you. Do you want to just make sure you outspeed max, or do you want to creeping Zoroark?
yeah. Honestly, I think I'll just leave Max. I mean, I don't think
Max?
the guy will, worry too much about EVs.
Okay, that's fine.
Like,
188.
standings aren't too good, but he's got to win, so not going winless.
Yeah, it might be hard to get to +2 because you're not really too bulky, but if you can, then yeah, you pretty much just win. But hopefully you only need +1. That's probably like ideal to kind of kill everything.
Honest, honestly may only need like +1 because I can take one hit from Moon, but
Yeah, that
and
too. Well, for
mm,
Moon, not if he clicks a dragon move, right?
oh yeah, but
Huh.
honestly I don't expect the Dragon move here too much.
Yeah, let me see. Well, actually, acrobatics probably does a lot too as well. Oh no, never mind. Yeah, he needs a dragon move. He needs outrage.
Yeah,
Okay. What else? I guess Dragon Dance Roaring Moon is kind of a problem. Now that I'm looking at it, because if Swampert is weakened from Zama, then
mm,
oh, you do have Terra. You do have like the 50-50, I guess, if you didn't
yeah.
Terra. But it would kind of suck that it comes down to that.
It's kind of weird because like what will Moon even Dragon Dance? Like, if Bird isn't the last slot, Bird will just roar it.
Yeah, it would have to
That will
Dragon Dance on like Tentacruel.
yeah, and even then, it's kind of a weird turn because Tentacle Codes just do a lot with Gunk Shot.
Yeah, and Dazzle too.
Oh yeah, it gets that, yeah.
Gunk Shot. Yeah, it's like 30.
40. I mean, it will depend on the set, but
Yeah. Um. Yeah, so just a combination of his top two mons probably is like the threats. To you, you're probably just gonna end up sacking Tentacruel off to see it set, but it is what it is.
yeah.
So
Besides that, honestly, this looks kind of like the best that it could be.
yeah, I think this seems solid. I think it's definitely winnable. So, and again, we're just
It's
leading with
it's
Darkrai, and
really
we could lead something else if you want to preserve the sash on Darkrai, but I think that's probably your
yeah, I'm
best
pretty
lead
sure.
though.
I think Kamo will still 1v1 Suicune like at the end.
Yeah, yeah,
Just don't let it go away too much.
yeah. Okay, I think this is solid then.
Yeah, me too.
Alrighty, sir. Thank you a ton for joining. I know it's kind of long. I think this was like
Alright.
this was probably like hour and a half, maybe hour 40. Not terrible, but pretty long. But good luck in your game, sir. We'll see how you do.
Thanks, man. Thanks
Of
for having
course,
me.
of course, of course. I'll have you again soon. Don't worry about it. You know how it goes. So, but
Yeah.
until then, let's go into the battle. All right, guys, we're here for Hycrox's game versus Nunez. One last look at the pace, as you can see. We have pretty much our win condition is this Terra Dragon Coma once everything is chipped. And then pretty much just lead with Darkrai and pretty much put things to sleep and go from there, get a good lead. And then Inam is also kind of like a secondary win condition if he can get off the sub agility. Because again, there's only one fairy resist pre-Terra, which is the Pheasantipity, which unfortunately did come. And the Terra is Chiyu and Suicune. Let's see what Nunez brought. Terra Dark on Chi, which makes a ton of sense. Again, we said specs, we pretty much just don't have a switch into Terra Dark. Dark Pulse. And Suicune is showing Terra Poison, maybe to guard against potential toxic spikes or something, but it is another, I guess, Enamorous resist too, which could come into play, but they do have a Spinner Bramble, which is very annoying. So we do lead Darkrai, they lead Roaring Moon, so right off the bat, okay, so we know Roaring Moon is Choice Scarf. We do take a big hit though. We do land a Hypnosis on Pheasantipity though, which is really nice, because now we can Psyshock it as it does, very good. Turns out to be Pyapa Berry, but this is still going to do a lot of damage here. I would actually pivot out here. Yeah, good pivot, because he's probably going to go Moon. Yeah, really, really good pivot by Hycrox, because, I mean, it also covers him potentially staying in and getting a Wake Up, because Pheasantipity doesn't do a ton to pert, but I did think the Moon double is very, very likely there, as there's no reason for him to not Psyshock. So he would have went into Moon and then again got a free U-turn. So good double by Hycrox for sure. He probably just gets the Stealth Rock up if I had to guess. Now, this is the problem with Bramblegrass, as I said. Bramblegrass is going to be the infinite switch into Swampert, just because it can always spin away the rocks and it threatens it out. So this is why I kind of liked Flip Turn. I think we'd remove Flip Turn. Yeah, he wanted to go with Earth Power, Ice Beam Roar. None of the moves are bad or anything, but I feel like just flip turning versus this guy and getting momentum with something else. You can just go Enamorous and probably just blow it back with a Moonblast or something. I think is you get definitely more value out of this, because now you rocks, but he can come in and spin. You're forced to switch, or he actually goes spikes. But Yeah, we hit it with an Ice Beam, but we only do 35, right? And he could just spin probably this turn. Yeah. So we're always going to come out with this exchange behind with the Swampert versus Bramble Gas. So we do paralyze it, which is nice. We could get it paralyzed a couple times, but yeah, we're going hard Darkrai here. So if he attacked there, we just lost Darkrai. So luckily they went for Spike. We do still have our Rapid Spinner, which is nice. And hopefully, yeah, we get rid of Pheasantipity. So no more Psychic Resist unless we can Terras for Inarmor. So that's really, really good. Moon comes in, he can just kill us with whatever. We choose to sack off the Darkrai. Again, we have Rapid Spin. I know they have a spin blocker, but it's paralyzed and we could have a lot of Pokemon that do a lot of damage to it. So I don't necessarily know if I agree with sacking Darkrai off, just because, well, one, it lived one more round of hazards, but again, we have spin, and you know, having something faster than Bramble that can just kill it, faster than Chiyu that can just one-shot. Well, we don't know if it's Scarf yet, but we know the Moon is Scarf, so it's probably not Scarf Chiyu as well. You know, could be useful, but I guess he decided that Darkrai wasn't too useful anymore, so he sacked it off, and we see that, oh, my thing is not scrolled down. We see that he locked into Knockoff. So, he locks into Knockoff. Now, this is a pretty good opportunity to set up with Como. It might be too early. What I would have done, actually, is just gone Enamorous here, right? Because he's locked into Knockoff. It doesn't take any spikes, so Moonblast is just the freest click here. The only thing that can even switch in maybe is Suicune, but Suicune can't really do a ton. It can hit Enamorous probably one more time, and that's it. So we choose to go Swampert here. We take Chip, and then we just give him the switch into Bramble, right? Yeah, and we just rock. He just rocks. So now he can just spin again, and you know, we're just taking Chip, and we're not getting any progress here. So on that free switch in, yeah, you definitely want to go Enamorous there and just click the Moonblast, get your damage. Because again, Rocks is going to be just pretty much a useless click as long as Bramble Gas is alive. That's why I like Flip Turn, like I said, because you can just Flip Turn on this and coming in, but we don't have it. So we go Rachi on the spin, and then we Ice Punch to do a lot of damage, which is nice. And they get up all 3 layers, so we really need to try to spin away these hazards. They do preserve the spin block, so it's very smart on their end. And they pivot into Suicune. We Ice Punch. Don't get a freeze or anything. We choose to Thunder Wave, and they just Scald. Okay. So we're gonna Encore into Scald, and it's locked in. Now we go Tentacruel. But here, I don't know if he goes for spin. He doesn't. I mean, he might as well, because he's faster than this thing anyway the following turn. So he can just pick it off anyway. The problem is, yeah, he has this guy. So if this is Specs Dark Pulse, I think it just kills us. Or Specs Psychic or something. Psychic. Okay, we live. Do we spin? Okay, so we do get the spin. So that's really, really good for us. And we can hit it. Yeah, we can hit it with a big gunk shot. So that's really nice. And we get the poison. So this is actually looking not bad for Hycrox right now. So this is poisoned. I don't know if he revealed Specs damage on that, actually. I'm not too sure. We're like max Pidef as Solvest, so I think that is probably Choice Specs Psychic, yeah. So we go Enamorous here. We're faster. We can just pick it off with a Moonblast. Okay, we go for Substitute. So probably just seeing if they wanted to switch into Suicune. They don't, so we probably just kill it here. Oh my goodness. We Agility. Oh yeah, so I'm sure he knows it. This is, yeah, that was really bad. You know, we got rid of the Moonblast resist pretty early in the game, and then our Namorous actually doesn't even get to get an attack off. So yeah, pretty big misplay on his part. Again, we're faster, so you could have just taken your kill and still been at 100%. We still have Pert to come into Zama if it comes in, and we still have our win condition. So a bit unfortunate. It's going to be pretty hard for Hycrox to win this game. Now he's going to have to find an opportunity to set up with Como, but that's hard because Roaring Moon obviously does a lot of damage to it. Zamazenta can do a lot with body press and all that. So yeah, he just locks into Dragon Claw. This thing actually might just win the game based on how much it does. So he actually chooses to switch. Okay. We get up our rocks. And then, yeah, double Trailblaze is probably just going to end us. We're going to hit it with Earth Power probably, but it's not going to do a ton. And then Trailblaze comes off again, and then he can hit us with whatever, Heavy Slam. And we DD, but he's faster. He does too much to us, so that's going to be the game. So, honestly, the game wasn't played bad. He got the spin off, but it's just not going into an Emrys when it's optimal, and then also not just taking your kill. It was a bit tough. Like the Jirachi, I forget what the Jirachi took a lot of damage from. Was it? What did Rachi take a lot of damage from? Hazards. Hazards, right? Yeah, it had to come in on hazards. Yeah, it just took a lot. So, yeah, that was the whole just... We knew Brambleghast was a problem for this team, you know? And it was just, you know... I honestly, in that situation when Bramble is such an obvious switch into Swampert because it threatens it out, and it can rapid spin right away, and we don't have a way to block the spin. If we don't have flip turn, like honestly, I think you just double man, you just double to Enam and do a lot of damage, or even double to Como. Like it can hit you with like maybe a Poltergeist, but it was Spike's rapid spin leech seed, you know. So it only had one attack, and I don't know what it was. It was probably Polter, but I'm not too sure. Even that like could have been an opportunity to set up DD. They did have the Scarf Moon, so it did outpace +1 Como. But you know, when you have basically your two like win conditions, your two strongest Pokemon at the end of the battle, not click a single attack. They clicked sub agility and DD, not one attack. Like you're not going to win the game, you know. So, but it was hard to set up with Como how the end of the game played out. But I definitely think Enam could have been positioned a bit better. So that's going to do it for this one. Again, if you guys want to sign up for this little series where I team build with you, all you gotta do is join the Discord down below and then type the word in the chat for team building with Zooch sign up, and I'll get you guys signed up. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace.